So there is a few things that bug me about Mass Effect Andromeda, and here's a few of them. First, before that, I'm not going to buy this game in near future, mostly because first I don't support what the policy of EA or BioWare regarding releasing unfinished, highly broken game to the market. This is just unacceptable. I'm not going to buy it because just consider that this is my personal protest against this practice. I'm actually against releasing broken games. Okay. And second, I have a few questions. One of them is in here. First, maybe someone will explain me why there is only one Pathfinder per arc. Think about it. Let's say you have a ship, a huge ship, 20,000 people on that ship. By the way, this is not enough to colonize any planet. You need at least more than 500,000, I think, or 300,000 of people, or something like that. You need way more people to make proper. Well, let's say they have clone facilities and all that. Okay, that's fine. But why there is only one Pathfinder, one person who will be in charge of colonizing the planet? And not one planet, but all of the planets that would be considered as golden worlds and stuff. Think about it and give me an answer. Second, and I think this is really important, why they say that planets are nothing like they were expecting. I don't know what they were expecting. No one could actually know what they were expecting. Here's the deal. I'm reading it regarding what Codex says about it, and I took it from Wiki, okay? Because I'm not buying the game, I probably won't ever play it. Maybe I'll download torrent edition of the game, but I don't really want to, because right now I actually think that if you really want to buy the game, you can download torrent version of the game, like a demo of some sort, just to check if the first few hours actually hook you in, and then go to the store and buy it. I think this is actually not a bad practice, because they don't provide any demos or trial versions of the game. I'm not sure. Like, if they would provide me for free, like, first few hours of the game, I would actually decide whether I want to buy it or not. Not in this case. I have to pay money to get early access or something. No, I'm not doing this. Sorry, it's once again, bad practice, not going to do this. So, charting and galaxy and a unique challenge. Yeah. So, 2.5 million years out of date. Now, yeah. Eventually, Quarian explorers claim to get array and Perseus whale. Okay, FTL telescope. Now, this is why it doesn't really make sense. The Get telescope. I think that information that this telescope will give will still be heavily outdated, at least 1 million years. And here's why. First, Get telescope could not be built more than what? I think it could not be built more than 200 years before it was found. It's 1969, War and Rebellion, formation of Council. there's a lot of stuff that goes on. Well, okay, it's a Mass Effect. It's obviously, I like it that it has a good chip. Okay, so Geth were created around 1895. And quite literally, humans discovers in 2148. So let's just say that Geth in 1895, we'll start with that, and then we go through '21, '22. Okay, 2183 minus 1895, 288 years, so roughly 300 years, say 275. Okay, now they built that space telescope that will allow them to look to the Andromeda galaxy, for example. The information that this telescope could take, I'm just going with the logic of even having FTL data. First, they could not have data from more than they couldn't have 600 years old information. They could have only way older information. And I'm looking at this as being a bit more logical. I don't know. Maybe Mass Effect is completely magical sense, but they tried, but at least in the first games, I'm looking at this from logic of the first game and some other games, they would be able to capture photons with higher speed or something, higher velocity, which is, quite frankly, it's still a kinda stupid. It still doesn't make much sense. But let's just say that light travels really, really fast, but still it takes 2.5 million of years for a photon from Andromeda to reach Earth. Okay? Now let's think about it. Let's just think about it and put it into more logical perspective. Okay, you have this FTL machine that can basically reach out and grab it. It takes a spaceship to fly 600 years from one galaxy to another. These guys had less than 300 years. So I'd say that they could not have information that went through roughly, well, we will be generous. They could not gather information that went from as far away as 300 years. Let's just say this, 300 years ago, roughly, they built this space telescope and they started looking at Andromeda. Which is not true, by the way. I don't think that's true. So with their capabilities, which is roughly the same as capabilities of spaceship that travels with the same speed, this means that they still couldn't reach even a halfway of to the Andromeda. Which mean that they could only gather photons that reached around half of that that length. What this means? This means that it took them 300 years, roughly, information, and around 1.2 millions of years. So information, so it still should be more than 1 million years, not really contemporary, because otherwise this would make even less sense. How they can see faster than they can move, if they can go faster than speed of light. This is like everything that goes relativistic and higher than speed of light, it already almost doesn't make any sense. In fact, most of their jumps should be pretty much blind. They could not see it. A really good point was made in a remake of old anime, in Space Battleship Yamato, to be precise, in Space Battleship Yamato 2199. In one episode, they make jump from Earth, and the Earth is completely devastated by Gamelan forces. It's basically a brown, rocky planet that looks more like Mars than like Earth. And it took them about 5 years to turn Earth into this state, and the planet has less than a year for surviving. Now, they make jump at a nearby solar system which is 8 light years away from Earth. And as they say, this is the farthest point we can actually see Earth. So let's take a look at this through our space telescope. And they take a look and they see beautiful blue planet. This is heartbreaking moment, really powerful one, because they see the past of the Earth, how it was before it was destroyed, and the crew of the ship is shocked. They really feel bad. They feel this utterly demolished by this situation, and they feel that determination to go on. This is a really great, and I think it's really powerful moment in that series. I really like Battleship Yamato because it actually makes sense. And the galaxy they are traveling is the Large Magellanic Cloud, but they have this really powerful wave motion engine that allows them to travel far away. And even in this series, they still have to use super fast hyperlane between sectors of universe that they can actually travel fast enough to the Iskander and back. In Mass Effect Andromeda, as far as I see, that technology and logic is all over the place. So my big questions are, why Ryder is only Pathfinder on the Ark? Why there is not multiple Pathfinders? Maybe someone actually made an explanation for that, but any explanation that they just didn't thought that they will need more than one person for this is stupid. And even this point is stupid because they need more than one Pathfinder. They need multiple of them. That AI could not be done with it? Well, once again, bad point, because as far as I know from Mass Effect 3, EDI was fine going on her 2 legs and still being in a ship, basically being a ship and being a robot. She was just fine. Actually, yeah, EDI has 2 bodies. Kind of funny. I really would enjoy this more if they would actually put it a bit play on it. And I think finally, this is really stupid point that why these people act like they are not professional explorers. No, think about it. Like, you're going on a almost suicide situation where you don't know whether you will survive or not. It's not Robert Shackley's Minimum Man, where they just sent unlucky and stupid people to random planets to see if they will be able to survive, then anyone else will be able to survive. No, it should be completely opposite of this, because that was more of a satire. That was more of a lighthearted story, and even that one wasn't all that lighthearted, in my opinion. That was pretty heavy. Damn. Well, it's already 15 15 minutes. Shit, I need to get a better script or something. But yeah, that's my point. These three questions, they don't give me any sense. Why these people act so unprofessional? Why they're not acting like actual crew of explorer group some kind? Like people who would actually go to a new world, will explore and make use of it. They shouldn't be idiots. They shouldn't be, I don't know, they shouldn't be teenagers. They shouldn't be stupid people. Second, why there is only one Pathfinder, and finally, that information should be outdated heavily by all laws of logic and common sense. Only laws of stupidity will save this, and sadly, they went with stupidity as for scripting, and no one will actually convince me in the other part. Okay, I think that's it. I have no more points in the story of Mass Effect. And yeah, I'm not buying the game, not just because all of those animations that look like bad Garry's mod. No, sorry, no. This is not that. This is the EA and BioWare and whoever else practice. I'm not buying games that are not ready. Thanks, advertisement. No, not buying them. And won't buy ever. I think that's it. Yeah, that's truly it.